Hey, what's up guys, Aaron here, and thanks for watching the We Are Young music video. Had a lot of fun shooting and doing the effects in that video. We're going to be going through a breakdown of how we did a lot of the effects. We use this pack called toon.fx, which you can get more information on at the end of the video if you actually want to try it out yourself. But it's this cartoon pack that allows you to put those cartoons in the videos. So we're going through some breakdowns, some BTS footage, but I wanted to start out with an interview with Tiffany Albert herself. So let's go and get started with that. Tiffany, thanks for taking the time to participate in this interview. Question number 1, Joe M. of Southern California asks, would you ever date a simple guy like me? How do you respond?
No, I would.
You would?
Yeah.
Really? Okay. Moving on to question number 2, Read the Seed out of Washington asks, would you ever get a reverse mohawk? I think that's where it's like shaved down the middle but hair on the sides. Reverse mohawk, yeah.
No, I don't know about that.
No, I would.
You would?
Yeah.
Okay, last question. Miss Danaconda out of New Mexico asks, would you ever eat a skunk just for giggles?
Do I actually have to smell it? I don't want to.
I don't know. It doesn't say.
No, I don't know about that.
No, I would.
You would?
Okay, so there you have it, an exclusive interview with Tiffany Albert. Let's go ahead and jump into these shot breakdowns. We start off with a shot of the bird chirping and the vine growing. We start with a blank slate here, and then we add in these toon effects. Here we have this tree, and then we have these leaves plopping up. And we use the plop preset, which can also be found on vfxbro.com. And the plop preset is used in After Effects, which can be downloaded for free as a free trial on adobe.com. And it's really simple, you just drag it right on there and it just plops it up right up for you. Next we move to this worm shot. The way we get this shot here is we first add in the shadows, then add in the pre-keyed toon effects and use a toon effects composite preset. And here we have After Effects, and we used After Effects for this drumstick hit here where we just hand keyed it and matched and aligned the cartoon drumstick with the real drumstick that I was hitting in real life. This next shot with the actual drum player, we can see we have the camera moving, and in order to get an accurate track on this camera move, I set up this board on top of a tripod so that I could get a really solid track using Mocha. We see we have a planar surface on top, which is basically just a flat surface that we can track using Mocha, and then add in our drummer using Mocha and After Effects. Again, here we have another shot that just involves tracking and then adding in the toon effects characters, which are already pre-keyed. So I'm really just dragging them in there using the toon effects compositing preset to match the lighting. And it's super easy. For those of you interested in using these toon effects for your own projects, go and click on the link in the description, and it's going to send you to a page that will provide all the details for that. One thing I did to help with the composite was to bring an actual real paper into the scene and see how it interacted with the lighting. This was one of my favorite shots here, and it was actually taken from just a still photo. Canon 7D took a nice large still photo and used camera projection to turn it into a video. I have a tutorial on camera projection. You can click on the link right here and learn how to do that. For these drummer shots, we tracked them in using Mocha, but what we also did was I sat behind the drum and kicked the bass drum so that it looked like it was moving, and then I masked myself out and then added that in to add to the realism of the shot. And then for the bass part, I actually stood in, put trackers on my arms so that I could match that movement to the bassist. This was probably one of the most complicated shots, and we used 3D motion tracking, NPF track, to gather 3D camera data. We then brought that into Cinema 4D and modeled and built these 3D characters. We also teach you how to do that in the toon effects package. But we built those, and then we brought them into After Effects and composited them into this final shot. And then finally we had this little character of myself at the end tag of the video. I think I'm actually going to do a tutorial on this in the next week or two, so if you want to be notified when that tutorial comes out, go ahead and subscribe by hitting the button right here. And I'm going to teach you how to make these little cartoon versions of yourself. Coming out next week. Until next time, take care.
I'm gonna start
You think Chad looks like Justin Bieber's dad right now, wearing the shoes?
Yeah, Justin Bieber.
No,
That's
look at
great.
it.
All right.
There's bugs on it.
Ooh.
Ew. It's
Does it smell bad?
anymore.
You don't have to smell it.
Just pretend.